Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Revitalizing Repast. For one hybrid black-green, it's an instant that says put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains indestructible until end of turn. And then on the other side, it's Old Growth Grove, a land which says Old Growth Grove enters the battlefield tap, add black or green. So this is part of a cycle of modal dual-face lands that are actually dual lands as well. I mean, dual lands in the sense that they tap for 2 colors, not in the sense that they're actual dual lands, of course. That's really interesting that we're seeing this, and it's just going to be so great for the format to have access to more spells whilst still having access to fixing. It's going to make mana bases so much more consistent, and it's going to make decks run that much more smoothly. The lands do always come in tapped, so of course you're probably not going to be running them at the very highest power tables, but other than that, they just seem very, very good. This one's going to be one of the best of the bunch, I think, because it only costs 1 mana, and you're getting an effect that we basically play a lot in Commander already. Malakir Rebirth is one of the best modal dual-face lands in the format at the moment. Of course, that one does allow you to rebuy ETB triggers, and this one doesn't, but still the main use for that card and for this one is going to be protection, and this protects against all of the same things than the other one does. You still are going to get wrecked by exile removal. This one is a little bit worse against -X removal, I suppose, stuff like Toxic Deluge, but outside of that, it's going to stop any destroy effect, it's going to win you combats, and it's going to do all sorts of things whilst also growing your creature permanently for just 1 mana. That's an incredible rate when you consider you're not giving up a spell slot for this, since it's basically taking up a land slot in your deck. On the flip side, a land that always comes in tapped is a little bit awkward, but look at how much better this is than something like a Gate or any tap land that comes in, even if it has land types. Just the fact that you can actually use it as a very relevant spell when you need to makes this so much better than a regular tap land. I'm incredibly high on these cards. I think they're just so very powerful, and the fact that we're getting at least 20 of them in this set makes me very excited, and they're all at lower rarities so far, which means that they're going to be very cheap to pick up. The rare cycle of lands we've seen also looks really good, but the fact that we're getting all of these amazing common and uncommon modal dual-faced lands makes me very, very happy indeed, because it means that I can get greedier with my decks. I can include more effects whilst also not cutting my land count, which always makes me happy because I want to be able to do stuff in games. Doing stuff is nice in Magic the Gathering after all. So for sure I'm going to be picking up a bunch of these for my collection since I anticipate them being fairly cheap on release, and I think you definitely should too, because I'd be surprised if they don't end up costing quite a bit more after a couple of years. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think though? Do you disagree with me, or do you think I got it right? Let me know in the comment section below. I always make sure to read all of your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel, and until next time, take care.